Island hopping, facts you may not know about Grenada. Grenada is a Commonwealth realm located in the western Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. Grenada is situated in the Windward Islands of the Lesser Antilles, and comprises mainland Grenada and 8 islands or 1/3 of the southern Grenadine Islands, lying south of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and north of Trinidad and Tobago. As a monarchy, King Charles III is head of state and is represented on the island by a Governor-General with the Prime Minister as head of government. Before the arrival of the Europeans, the indigenous Arawak lived on the island and named it Camajuya. The Kalinago or Island Caribs, indigenous peoples of the Lesser Antilles in the Caribbean, arrived on the island of Grenada from South America, and exterminated, and assimilated with the Maipurian-speaking Tainos. Although deemed to be the property of Spain, La Grenade, as the French called it, was settled by the French. During these years, the production of sugarcane and indigo on the island was done through African slave labor, and the more that the economy grew, more African slaves were imported to the island to provide labor on the plantations. Great Britain, Spain, France, and Portugal made an agreement after the 7 Years' War in Europe, and during the exchange of territories, that the island of La Grenade was to be transferred to the British. The island was renamed Grenada. With the emancipation of slavery, and labor shortage as a result, migrants called indentured workers, were brought from India to the island. Grenada exports nutmeg and other spices, with the local industry accounting for nearly half of the world's annual nutmeg production and supply. Production began in the 1800s, when nutmeg trees from a merchant ship traveling to England from the East Indies, were left on the island. Grenada gained independence from Great Britain in 1974 under the leadership of Sir Eric Matthew Gerry. Grenada is mountainous, as with most of the Caribbean islands, and is of volcanic origin. The country is home to an underwater volcano, and to hot springs. The island boasts moist and dry forests, as well as xeric shrubland. Grenada is home to native opossums, mongooses, armadillos, and a population of Mona monkeys that lives between Ghana and Cameroon, West Africa, on the African continent. Mona monkeys crossed the Atlantic on slave ships in the 18th century. Tourism is important to Grenada's economy. The world-famous Grand Anse Beach, waterfalls, annual festivals, sailing and fishing tournaments, are some of the attractions that draw visitors to the island of Grenada. Grenada has over 30 primary learning institutions, over 20 secondary learning institutions, and 4 tertiary educational facilities. Grenada's literacy rate is close to 99%, with almost the entire population able to read and write English. There are 2 airports on the island of Grenada. The Maurice Bishop International Airport on the mainland serves the international community, with connections to and from the other Caribbean countries. The official language of Grenada is English, with the main languages spoken by Grenadians being Grenadian Creole French, and Grenadian Creole English. The culture on the island is influenced chiefly by the experiences of slavery and British colonial rule, with some French and Indian influences as is seen in the music, food, and storytelling. Sports on Grenada include the popular cricket, football, and athletics. The Caribbean island nation of Grenada shares a common currency with 7 other countries of the Organization of East Caribbean States. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. God bless.